successful like that. But I think it's not a matter of us being prepared. They're trying to just like maybe caught us off guard maybe, and then we started to settle in and we are like, okay, now we know what kind of game it's going to be. Let's start picking it back up.
You guys had far more mental errors in this game than people are accustomed to seeing from Clemson. Any chance at all you guys were, not as focused as you normally are? Were you maybe looking ahead to the bye week? Were you maybe a little overconfident? Any factors like that?
Well, there's always that sense of maybe like looking ahead to, all right, this is our game, and then we're gonna have this week off to just go relax on the weekend or whatever. But I really don't think that was the attitude in the locker room. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody was still focused, like as if this was our game, and we're going to prepare for it the same way as we did the first 4 games. So I really don't think that was the attitude of the team at all. We were all pretty focused this week. We had a pretty good practice week. Prepped really well, film study, everything was going well. So I don't think that's what the attitude of the team at all.
With the bye week coming up, you guys look to get better physically. Anybody with little nicks and stuff getting better. But you went down on Saturday. What was that? And are you looking forward physically to getting a little bit of rest?
Yeah, I went down. I had got hit, blindsided kind of on a stunt we ran, and the offensive tackle that got me. I went down. It was a minor little, like a headache. I was a little dizzy. They wanted to just look at me, make sure it wasn't anything too serious. But the bye week is a perfect week for everybody to get all those little nicks and bruises and stuff, get them healed up, and get the time to recover. So I think it's going to be perfect for us as a team. The guys that's banged up like Tanner, guys like that.
You didn't. You said you didn't think it was anything like you guys overlooked them or anything. But what do you think caused all the errors? Because you guys weren't playing as you normally do.
Like I said, I really think they just came out UNC and just gave us their best shot. And they're actually a talented team, regardless of who they lost to, regardless of their record. They're actually a very talented team. They have a lot of weapons, and I feel like they just came out and they were executing on their end, and we just didn't execute sometimes on our end. And we stayed close with them the whole game, and I feel like everybody just expects us to win by 40 plus. And like if the team's good, it's gonna struggle a little bit. But they're a very good team. They came out, gave us their best shot, and we had to handle it.
I understand that North Carolina is a good team. Is this more of they were able to do things that other teams couldn't do against you before and they tried, or did they try different things that worked that you hadn't seen in the past?
I mean, personally, during the week, they didn't really do anything that we hadn't seen before. It was just they were making a lot more plays than we were expecting. But I personally, like from film study and stuff, they didn't do anything that caught us off guard. Like everything they did, we expected that was going to happen.
I think early in camp, maybe you were not certain that you were 100% yet. Can you describe your progression since then?
Since then, I feel great. First on my leg, my lower half, I feel great. It was obviously still soreness and stuff from just playing and practicing and everything, but my lower half feels great. It doesn't bother me anymore. It hasn't been an issue for a while now.
What have you learned from that last gone drive? Stop before the first they were able to march down the field, score to pull it, go back and look at that position, break down the things that you learned, sharpen up.
I mean, it really says a lot about our guys. Like, personally, our depth in particular. Like, with Tanner going down, it's easy for us to, like, put in somebody that they're going to target, but Nolan came in. He played a great game. Darnell was in for me on the goal line as well, and he did the job well. And I feel like it just says a lot about us. Like, we've had a lot of goal line stands, and I knew we were ready for it. I knew that those guys mentally knew what was going to come. I knew they knew what was going to happen, what to expect. And then I knew we had the playmakers to make the play, so I think that really worked out well for us.
Count the 2-point conversion and then earlier stands in the season. What is it about you guys at goal line defense? You've had just an incredible amount of success on those stands.
I think it's just that will to not let anybody score on us. We gotta have that attitude about us that we don't want anybody to score on us, especially down here. And it comes from camp, just grinding, honestly, like grinding out, knowing that it's not gonna be fun, but we know we got to get it done. Like the offense pushed us down there in camp and scrimmages and stuff, and we just knew that. We just had that toughness about us that we weren't going to let it happen.
Jordan, on the sideline before the 2-point play, Trevor's right in the middle of y'all's huddle.
Right.
How much of a voice does he have to you all?
It was actually a cool thing to see. All game, I would walk by Trevor, just pick him up. I knew we were struggling offensively and defensively as well, but just having him out there on the field with us, because typically the defense gathers on the field. For him to come onto the field and try and pick us up, it actually meant a lot to him. It showed a lot about him and his character and the kind of person he is. But that's just who he is. It's nothing that he wouldn't have done any other time. It actually meant a lot to the defense. It caught me off guard seeing it, honestly, because I came on like later and then I seen Trevor like walking off the field, encouraging guys, picking them up, and honestly that gave us like a little boost. Like, okay, we know we got the offense behind us. Like, and it wasn't just Trevor either. It was Gage, a lot of the old linemen telling us like to push through, that they got us, that we were going to work together. It was real encouraging to hear.
From your perspective, what do you feel like is the biggest thing this defense needs to improve on during the bye week?
Improve under the bye week. Like I said, with the injuries, everybody trying to get everybody back healthy, and we just honestly just can't take this week off. You know what I mean? We can't focus on getting out of practice early on and going back to our homes and stuff like that. We just got to focus on Florida State, focus on preparing, practicing each week, going hard, not taking any days off.
Anything else?
Thanks, Jordan.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.